Sunday morning, waking up, I'm trying sleep from eyes that never do. Doesn't anyone know about this strange commotion that sticks to me like glue? Is there any way out? Is there any way in? Any way to make it up again? Well, anyway, I don't think I'll ever understand.
Could've been me, could've been you. We could still make everything brand new. And all of these sweet as sugar wishes could come true. I want you so bad. Yeah, I want you so bad. Pictures don't mean a lot, but they're the world to you. That's everything you've got. Though I cannot refrain from imagining you and me in every single frame. Now I'm lying in bed and I'm painting purple flowers with your smile. The ceiling's a masterpiece, but I'm missing you all the while. Could've been me, could've been you. We could still make everything brand new. And all of these sweet as sugar wishes could come true.
I want you so bad. Yeah, I want you so bad.
I've been someone out of touch and worn these feelings like a crutch to bite into these brilliant cuts without you.
Would you be my saving grace? I save the scars to save some face. My desperation has no place to run to.
Could've been me, could've been you. We could still make everything brand new. And all of these sweet as sugar wishes could come true. I want you so bad.
Yeah, I want you so bad.
I want you so bad. Could've been me, could've been you. We could still make everything brand new. And all of these sweet as sugar wishes could come true. Could've been me, could've been you. We could still make everything brand new. And all of these sweet as sugar wishes could come true. Could've been me, could've been you. We could still make everything brand new. And all of these sweet as sugar wishes could come true.
So that was Kai Danzberg with Could Have Been You, and I have him with me right now. Hello, how are you doing?
Hello. I'm good. I hope you are too.
I am, and this is now truly an international affair, being the first German artist and possibly the only German artist to take part in Jellyfest.
Really?
So, yeah, I think so. Lots of Americans, lots of British people, but certainly I know two German Jellyfish fans, and both of them are on Facebook, and one of them is you, and another guy who hooked me up with some really nice German tour posters, because obviously Jellyfish played in Germany quite a lot, and they had gigs recorded, which, I mean, you've been instrumental in bringing back into the forefront of public attention, which is amazing. And we'll get into all of that in a couple of minutes. But what I want to know is why did you choose Could Have Been You in particular? Because it's slightly off the beaten track, because it wasn't released on an album. It was on the Love Bang album, a different version of it. But what made you go with the Imperial Drag unreleased demo, I guess?
I gotta be honest, I don't know all the songs of Imperial Drag because I always was more into Jellyfish, but I mean, I have that album they put out, and I have all the demos, and Could Have Been You was like the first demo I heard, and it's like I like this the most, even more than all of the album tracks. I don't know, I think it's because I prefer Watcher singing on like all the tracks. Yeah. And what was the second question? It was too much for me.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Well, does it shock you that it shocked me that Eric Dover wrote Could Have Been You? Because it sounds so much like it could be a Roger song or a Jellyfish song. But it was actually Eric who wrote that. And then Roger wrote the bridge for that song because the original Love Bang version has a different bridge, and Roger kind of changed that. So did that shock you when you found that out?
No, because I didn't know who wrote this. Because I don't know. I'm very much into all the Jellyfish stuff. Imperial Drag I love because I love Eric's vocals. I love Roger's vocals, and all the tracks he did on any project. And it's like I'm more a fan like of those people. So I appreciate the projects they have done, and so I'm not shocked but actually I think it makes sense, because if you listen to the new project they have, the Licorice Quartet, I mean everything sounds perfect. So I don't know. I don't see, like, I don't think Roger writes better songs or Eric writes better songs. I think it's perfect if they write together, and that's amazing. I
agree. It feels like they haven't lost a step between the Imperial Drag stuff and now, and it's 25 years since that. So living in Germany, what was your exposure to Jellyfish? Were the music videos shown on TV a lot, or those concerts, were they ever repeated on TV, or how did you find them?
I'm 27, so obviously I have never seen anything of Jellyfish or Imperial Drag, or any of the projects on TV, because I know like in the 90s they showed some music videos of Jellyfish. I'm pretty sure about that because other people told me. But I discovered them, I think, through Drake Bell's live DVD he put out in 2008.
Yeah.
And I mean, I know Joining a fan club since then, but I really looked into Jellyfish in like, I can't remember really, but I think it might be 2012, 2013. And that was also the time I became friends with you and all the other people, because I was in the Jellyfish Facebook group, and then I met all of you, and so I've never seen anything on TV from Jellyfish. That's sad, but it's the truth.
Yeah, and I was around your age as well. I mean, I'm 35 now, and I was around your age when I discovered Jellyfish. And
you're 35?
I'm 35. I don't look it. See, I've got.
You look like younger.
You're full of.
To be honest.
Well, see, I've got good lighting. You see, and I've got makeup on.
Okay.
So the first strict Jellyfish song that I heard, funnily enough, was when McFly covered Baby's Coming Back, because I found Jellyfish because of Roger's Land of Pure Imagination album and the LEO Alpacas Ogling album, and with Andy on vocals and obviously Blue and everyone else. So that was my exposure to Jellyfish. Sorry, I'm just looking at my cat trying to jump out of the window, and I think he's about to do it, so I may have to run and get him. Is that okay? I may have to make an edit now because I'm a little worried that he's going to run out on the street. Can you give me 1 second?
Of course.
Okay, so you may have noticed a big clunky edit there, and that's because this guy was trying to jump out of the window. This is Rocco.
Hello, Rocco.
Rocco, yeah. So he's a big guy, and he tried to jump out the window.
Yeah.
And I live on a busy road, so that's how I discovered Jellyfish. Kind of, you discovered it via Drake Bell recording, performing, joining a fan club. So, how long had you been playing instruments at that point? Because for 27, 27 isn't that young, really. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like you're 12, or, but you're such an accomplished musician and writer and arranger as well. Did that come from Jellyfish, or did that come from other bands as well?
Oh, okay. I just wanted to say something about McFly, but that's important to the story, because McFly might be a band which was in the charts and everything. I don't know.
They were,
they were, okay. But my problem is I stopped to listen to the radio and stuff which you hear on the radio in like 2008, 9. I stopped because I didn't like anything on the charts anymore.
Yeah.
So I didn't listen until this day a lot to the radio. So I don't know who McFly was and everything. Now I have their records, and I know their cover of Baby's Coming Back, right?
Yes.
Okay. So I discovered that after I discovered Jellyfish, and I discovered Drake Bell first, and then I looked into Jellyfish and everything. And yeah, that's I know that like probably some people who are very famous did covers of Jellyfish, but since I didn't listen to them, I didn't knew that there was any Jellyfish stuff on their records. But back to the question, I started to make music. I can't say like the date, but it was around. I was around 4, 5, maybe.
Wow.
I started to play the drums at first. And I did this until I was like 12, 13, like something like that. And then I got my first guitar because I've seen a guitar in the rehearsal room of my band, but that guitar was not ours. It was from another band. And I took it and played a bit on it and just did some random stuff, and it sounded actually not bad. But I got my own guitar like a few months later, and it was a classical Fender Stratocaster, the black one, but not a real Fender Stratocaster. And then I just learned to play. I still, to this day, I didn't learn to read chords, to read or write notes or anything. So I do all from my ears, and then like I record it and I write it like that. And yeah, so I learned like drums and guitar, and now I can like a bit of piano and keyboard and stuff. So if you do the production, like you have to know a few chords on the piano, so you can record stuff and produce stuff and everything. I'm sure every musician knows what I mean. So,
and that's what blew me away about your music early on, is because you did some you recorded some covers, and
yes,
you were able to add. I mean, you added your own style and feel to them, but you can tell that you had studied every part of those tracks, from the bass to the guitars to the drums to the keyboards, the backing vocals, and
yes,
you were able to add your own feel to them, but you were able to also fully, I guess, pay tribute to them and capture the feel of the original song as well. And you know, and it's amazing what you've done. And if I was wearing a hat, I would tip my hat.
Thank you
to you. And we're going to talk about where we can find your music and everything. in a couple of minutes. But a lot of people on this Jellyfish page, which is celebrating its 10th anniversary, and you've been a huge part of that because of the work that you've put in. What made you want to? And I get it as a collector. What made you want to start sourcing bootlegs and video footage and putting it all together in one place?
Can I say something to like the other question before, because I forgot something to say. It's very important to me because it has to do with Jellyfish and all that. And you are totally right about that. What you just said. I'm totally into analyzing songs, and then once I hear the live version, I'm into analyzing the live version, and then I do my covers. Like, it's a mix of that. I did that a lot with Drake Bell. Probably you don't know anything of that, but I used to cover all his songs.
Oh, I know. I know what a big fan you are. Yeah.
Okay, because I used to cover like all the albums, all the unreleased demos, and I put it all on SoundCloud. But that was before I even made my first album, and it was before I even knew what kind of direction I want to go. And when I discovered Jellyfish and I listened to Spilled Milk, it was like a dream came just true for me, because I knew in that moment I will go into that direction. I want to do something very harmonic. I want to do something with a lot of vocals. I'm obsessed with that. And I want to do like something very musical, and I don't know how to say it, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And that, yeah, it's all because of Jellyfish. I say. I mean, it's because of Drake Bell as well. But then I saw Jellyfish, and oh my god! So that was important to say. But yeah, now I forgot the other question.
Well, in terms of all the great things that you've done for the page, in terms of archiving material, and
oh yeah.
There have been members of you've reached out to the page, and people have found pieces of footage and etc. So what made you want to do that?
Yeah. The thing is, I always loved, when I was a fan of some artists, I loved when they had their own pages where you could buy like concerts and stuff, or like download the bootlegs. There's one German band, I don't know which one, but I heard they have an official bootleg page because they don't like people to sell their bootlegs. So they put it on their website and you can like get it for free there. And I love when something like that happens, when some bands do that. Not a lot of bands do that, but it's like I really love that, and I'm really into concerts and in live recordings and everything. So, and I saw there's a lot of Jellyfish material out there, but actually, it's not available somewhere. I mean, there is, but not as much as we have, and I still don't know how much we have. But there's so much stuff. So I had to like put it together and create a website about that and everything. And I know the website is offline since 5 years, but I thought it was time to recreate it and even collect more material for it. And I will hopefully continue with that and update the site once I get new material. Sorry for my long answers.
No, long answers are good. And the thing is as well, 5 years ago when the page was originally there weren't as many members of this page, the joining a fan page group. And I want to throw a shout out to Brittany, who runs the Andy Sturmer page, because she posted about my group, and then a lot of people jumped over and joined the page, and so obviously as we speak, and I'll post it, there will be a link for people to check out as well. You explained that there are costs to running a site like this, and how supportive everyone has been. And I mean, this Jellyfest is for the group, and I'm so grateful for everyone, and they really got involved, and it's wonderful, isn't it? Yeah.
Yes, I will be once the website goes online, maybe it is by now when you see that, but I will do a post. I wrote down all the names who supported with their money to get this page online. I will write every name down, and so you can see yourself in that post then, because it's crazy how it was like a few hours, I think like 4 hours, and we had all the money together.
Yeah.
That's like a real fan club, I gotta say. So thanks for the help to everyone.
It really is. I'm extremely grateful for the page and all of its members. And like I say, you have been such a valuable part of the page, and it's been a pleasure to get to know you as well. And I guess this may be a lot of people's first time seeing you or hearing you.
I think so too.
And I hope I'm sure everyone is excited to hear what music you have coming out next. And you have worked with, I believe you've worked with Roger on a track.
Yes. Worked is like a word I wouldn't use.
He recorded on your track, yeah.
He sung the chorus on one of my songs, yes.
And
but
that is
I didn't met him.
Well, that's the thing. That's the great thing, and I've spoken to Roger about this. That
yes.
It's so cool that they want to reach out and be connected with their fans in such a personal way, and if for no other reason than the fact that Roger is singing on your amazing music, everyone should definitely check it out for that. So there will be.
I wrote that song with Dana Countryman. I gotta say that because I get all the credits and all the people forget him. So greetings to Dana if you see that.
Absolutely. No, absolutely. Well, we are. It can't be stressed enough how grateful we are for you, because it's. Especially when a piece of footage shows up on YouTube and then gets deleted or whatever, and you can't find it anymore. And, the fact that you have collated everything and, put it into one place, and still every so often a new little nugget of video comes out, and it's always very exciting. And what I love about the page is people have come to you saying, I have a bootleg from this show, or I have video footage from this show. And you don't just digitize it, you upscale it as well and make it look better. And and I guess you put in a lot of work contacting the German channel with regards to the where was that gig again?
It was
I'm old, I forget.
Frankfurter Music Hall.
Yes,
it's a German city. Frankfurter, you can say Frankfurter Music Hall if you like to.
And it looks amazing as well. And the band, and I know Roger is very grateful that you've done all of this as well. So long may it.
I hope so.
Absolutely, and long may it continue.
But I'm not doing it. It's like I'm doing all that stuff not only for all the fans, but I'm doing it for my own as well, because I need, I need those material. I need those stuff.
Oh yeah,
it's that audio stuff.
Aren't we glad that people bootlegged shows in the early 90s?
Yes. And there's some very much great recordings on that, even though some of them are audience recordings, and there are many good ones. But there are many, many bad ones as well. But it's like if you put a cassette player into a concert, I think. Yeah, but I think it's great that we have all that stuff, because Jellyfish weren't around for so long, and we have like more material than from bands which are around since 10 years, I guess. So.
Well, Kai, I want to thank you for being a part of this. And where can people find your music?
My music you can find on my Facebook page, for example. That's Danzberg Music, I guess. And then you can also go on my website, which is danzberg-music.de. And I put a record out like 1 year ago. The next one will take a little longer, because I don't know what it will sound like. So, but I have many stuff out there, so you can find me everywhere. Also on YouTube, my music videos are there. And I don't know, just look up my name.
Wonderful. Yeah, there can't be many Kai Danzbergs around. So if we type it in,
I don't know. I don't know.
Well, we'll type it in on Google and we'll see who comes up first. Maybe there's a famous.
It's me.
It is you? Oh well, there you go. See,
I checked that.
This is why I go by Pablo Melons on Facebook, because no one else wants to be called that. So, if you find it, then I'm the first person that comes up. So yes, Kai, thank you very much. And we will talk again soon. And I want to thank everyone for tuning into Jellyfest, and stay tuned for what is coming up next.
Thanks for having me.